Hey guys, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online, and today we are going to be working our way through the Ancestral Adversity quest. And this quest has had a lot of problems and bugs with it recently, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get through this quest with as little extra difficulty as possible. So I'm sure that there will be people watching this video or coming to this video who already have existing problems with this quest, or literally just got stuck on a problem and are looking for answers to it. So right now I'm going to show an email on the screen that I got regarding my own customer service ticket that I submitted regarding my own problem with this quest. And so what they say here is, thank you for contacting the Elder Scrolls Online support team. Completely log out of the game for at least 15 minutes is the step 1. This performs a soft reset, loads your character into a new game instance and refreshes your surroundings, which will allow the missing quest item to appear correctly to your character. Step 2. Abandon the quest and restart it. Now, this is what most people were saying about this particular quest with a lot of the problems. The main way to fix them was to abandon the quest and restart it, and that's what they say to do here in the customer service email. And it says this will allow the environment to reset and allow the game to respawn the missing object. If all else fails, please submit a feedback report or visit the bug report forums. So let's begin here. So we need to find Narcissus Dren inside of the tomb here, and the most important thing to remember with this quest is to take everything very, very slowly. You need to wait for every single thing that Narcissus Dren does, or every single thing where he stops and looks at something or speaking, or walking. You need to wait for him, and that's very, very, very important. See, there he is right there.
You must be my new apprentice. Well, let's start
All right.
the lesson, shall we?
Okay, yeah. We're just gonna talk to him and ignore the other things
Can you see
that are there.
the dust
Okay.
of ancient elves permeates the very air
All
of
right.
this old tomb? Ooh,
Yes.
assistant. Oh, you mean that young Nord woman?
I don't think I necessarily have to wait for every single thing he says to finish talking, but I do think you have to go through most of the options.
There's more to this old tomb than meets the eye. According to an old
Alright.
scroll I discovered, this tomb was
Especially the most important thing is when he's talking outside, like when he's talking outside of like a dialogue, when he's just walking and speaking. I think you have to wait, and you don't want to get in front of him whenever he's walking down a passageway, because that can cause problems and bugs. Okay. So I'll cut out parts of this. I don't want to make... It's going to be very long if I go through the entire thing like this, so I'll cut out parts here. I think we can keep moving. Okay, so investigate the creature. Alright, I've already been through this, so... Yeah, this is literally different than the first time I did it. I spoke to him like down there or something, and then somehow I don't know. It's really bizarre. But anyways, I'm going to go and investigate the creature. I waited, and now I'm going to investigate the creature. Okay, so neither poses any threat whatsoever now. Okay, he's walking in here. I'm going to wait for him. I'm literally just going to wait for... Yeah. I'm going to wait to get the marker. Okay. Gonna wait and see what he's gonna do. Okay, so it's telling me to go down here. Right, I don't really want to walk in front of him, but he's not going anywhere, so... Alright, let's just head down here. It's showing me... Okay, he's gonna follow me. I'm gonna let him walk in front of me for this part. I'm gonna let him walk in front of me. I'm gonna ignore all of the loot to make sure we don't bug this out. Okay, so he's right here. It's telling me to go through the door, and now we're good. Now we can go through.
This isn't what I expected.
Okay, hopefully he came through with me. He did. He came through with me. I had no trouble at this part. The part where I got stuck at was the part which you'll see is after the puzzle room here. So again, you don't want to rush through the rooms in this quest. You want to make sure that you stay at the correct pace and go through all of the speaking options with Narcissist Ren.
Where's the treasure vault? The
Okay.
hidden chambers. This tomb. Something more interesting.
More interesting.
Than a boring burial chamber. This ancient scroll indicates that if you honor the ancestors, they reveal.
Alright.
Are you questioning?
I'm not going to totally wait for him to finish speaking every single thing here. I don't know if that's really necessary. We'll find out. I mean, there's literally just so many bugs in this quest, from what I've been reading, that it's hard to even tell which ones are triggered by what, but there's general things that seem to cause some problems. So, once again, waiting for him to do things like press this button right here, very important. Okay. Okay, he's gone through. Now I'm going to go through behind him. And... Alright, so... come up alongside him here. Yeah, I'm going to let him go first. Going to make sure he goes first. Alright, there's a... yeah, one of these things. Alright, so... I think he's telling me to take care of it. Okay, so now I've got to go through here.
Narcissus said that he found new information. He said that the scroll was not about Drelleth's tomb. You better get moving if you're going to help.
Okay, so basically, long story short, I went out the back of... You come out the back side of that tomb is where that passageway leads to, and Narcissist Ren is already gone. And then now we're going to hop, skip, and jump over to the other side of Vardenfell. So I'll see you guys over there. Here we are over here at the Veloth Ancestral Tomb. And we're going to go inside this and hopefully find Narcissist Ren in here. Now, this is the part where the bugs start to happen, is mostly in the Veloth tomb. So, this is where we're going to start to be very, very careful, because I already died in the other tomb once when I wasn't paying attention and trying to tab out. So, you got to be very careful. Because in this one, if you die, you may not be able to necessarily get back in. Alright, so... I'm going to talk to the locked door and ask him all of the questions. Give him a little bit of time to say his answer to each one. Alright, now this part I wasn't any good at. Previously I just pressed the buttons, and I think it was the third one that did something. Yes. So, okay. Is he still talking? No. He's not still talking. Now we're going to talk to him.
I find that escaping from an ancient trap really gets the heart pumping.
Once again, taking everything very slowly.
I couldn't have done it without.
Okay, I'm going to ask him all the options. I may not have asked him all the options before, but this time I'm going to ask him all of the different options. Okay. What are his hidden passages?
It did mention hidden passages. That's what attracted me in the first
Okay,
place.
I'm going to keep asking him things.
Perhaps. It's more likely he's one of them.
Alright.
It's one of the larger and more
Okay, let's do this. So, I'm going to stay behind him here. Very carefully. I don't think I need to be quite that careful, but you definitely want to stay behind him and ask him. See, like this part right here where he stops. Like, you don't want to keep running down the hallway there. You want to make sure you stay with him and at Narciss's pace. Alright. Okay, so we're up to this part. Now, this is one of a few puzzles in this particular quest, and none of them are very hard. This particular one is just, you can just solve it through trial and error.
There's a secret entrance that leads to the hidden
Okay.
passages somewhere in this chamber. I don't see any obvious lever or switch. That's too bad. I need
Right.
to supervise. You are my apprentice. Historical research isn't defilement.
Go find the entrance. Okay. Still giving me the talk option, but
I doubt there's anything
I'm
to say
pretty
in
much
this chamber.
know what to do here. So let me just double check what he was gonna say. Okay. So I'm just gonna go around and check these things.
Perhaps that dusty old
And now there's 4 of these objects here, and you pick them up.
pedestal might reveal something.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully I have enough inventory space. Okay. So take the sack of grain. And now basically you have to place them. There's a correct order to place them in here, but I just placed them randomly. And it will just tell you
Nothing happened.
if it's not the right one.
Really should have happened.
So as you can see, that was the incorrect one to place. And you can just do this particular puzzle by trial and error. It's not very difficult. So once we place these 4 here,
Well done.
I'm going to play the harp. And that should open right there, and it is. Okay, so we got to this part here. This is the part I need to be very careful at. So Narcissus went through. I think we can go through as well into the Veloth Undertomb. Is he... Okay, he must be up ahead. Where is he? Okay, he's right here. This part is important too.
I can practically smell
Gonna
it.
talk to him.
Isn't
Make
it
sure I don't run
exciting?
past him.
We're the first living creatures to set foot down here in more than a... And that surprise.
Okay.
Haven't you read my books? This is very similar to that time.
All right.
Research. You lead the way while I watch for the telltale signs of a valuable... Oh, that's a skill I developed. Finally honed in the heat of battle. Going first? That's an honor I wouldn't... something along those lines.
I thought I'd been pretty good about this the last time I did this, but it's still bugged out on me, so...
Nothing important in there.
Okay. I have my sound set up so that you guys can hear it, but I can't hear it, so that's partly the confusion here. Oh, I need to be careful. Okay.
Imagine the expense that went into
All right.
hollowing out of space this
We'll keep asking him the
ancestral
questions.
variance.
Now, this room right here has... You can just run past these, I think. But basically, there's two waves of skeletons that will appear in here. And then there's, like, sort of like a mini boss that appears. And it's a little bit tricky to take down. And it's easier with a few other people. But you can do it yourself.
Still exists, they'll be thrilled to hear that the Veloth family is
He's waiting here. I saw a lot of people just run past this. So, I'm going to try running past it and we'll see what happens. I'll just wait for Narcissus Trend to go through there. We'll just run past this. I could take this out, but I don't really want to deal with it. So, and I've already... Okay, so he just goes straight through that door. Okay, alright, well, they're going to follow me, so... Just going to proceed through... Oh, goodness. Alright, so... Gotta heal my teammate. And let's keep taking him out. Keep taking him out. Okay. So we took out the hunger there. Good work. Good work. Heal him up just in case he needs it. And... Alright, so... A second on the left, or is a second on the right? So, more wall plates in here. I don't know which one it is, but you can just press them until you find it. I think it's the other one. Yeah. One of these. Got it? Okay. So there's Narcissus Dren.
Let's see if it opens the way into the next section of the tomb.
And we're gonna wait for him. He goes through.
Ah,
Gotta wait for him to
freedom.
unlock this door.
Onward.
Now the door's unlocked. Okay, so something you'll want to remember is if you hang around here and choose to loot this little hallway area here, those skeletons will respawn in there, and you can end up having to fight them again and fight that mini boss again. So just be aware of that. And of course, once you're in combat with them, you can't really open the doors, so it can be kind of an issue if you're there by yourself and you're a low-level player. Alright, so this is approaching the area where I had a lot of problems.
Tombs like this is beyond me.
Alright, so he's going to let me deal with these guys. Okay, so simple. And, okay, so Narcissus Dren's down there. This is the part where the traps right here, they won't kill you, but, you know, it's the type of thing where, see right there? Check that out. Alright, so you can just, like, roll through them, I think. There's another one right here. Or they'll just do that, and then you can... Yeah, so... Alright, back up here with Narcissus Dren. And here is the floor puzzle room. So this is where the problems really start for most people.
Do you see any differences?
And so the first thing we need to do
Is important, but a few of the panels have
should
fallen
be
into
over
disrepair.
here. We need to get the map. So there is the map. And... Alright, so there's nobody in here, which is good. And sometimes it doesn't really give you the option to look at the map, which is kind of... I actually know how to do this already, sort of. Alright, so yeah, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So just step on each one at a time. That one already glowed, so... That one's glowing now. So then you go over here. That one glows. 1, 2...
That's it. Just step in the proper
3.
order, the way will be open.
And then 1, 2 over here. There we go. Got to be patient and wait for it.
Did you see that flash of gold? Blessing from Saint
Okay, so that happened. Here's the part where I must have screwed up before.
Narcissus, you beautiful golden head, you. And look, another passage opens. That will lead to the
Okay, there he
treasure
is.
vault, assuredly.
This is the part that I got stuck. There's a door right here which will open up, and there was an invisible wall. So I'm just waiting, and I need to talk to Narcissus Dren at this point. Alright, so I'm going to talk to him.
I'm just guessing, mind you.
Huh.
I
Dare say that
skull
skull
belonged
belonged
to a
to...
son or
Okay.
grandson of Saint Veloth. What a spectacular
I'm going to wait for him to completely finish talking on all of these things here.
Nonsense.
Completely finish.
You see it. Emeralds for
All right.
eyes, covered in gold. It's better than anything in my collection. Don't let odd sounds disturb you. I learned long ago to just hum the tune to the Red Mountain drinking song. And
Not
keep
taking any chances. Okay, he's done with that.
to the ancient crypt. My next book is going to be a trilogy for sure.
I believe I have to follow him. Yes, I got through. Thank goodness I got through there. Wow, okay. So that finally worked correctly. Alright. Once again, taking my time here. Tomb of the Matriarch. Okay. So, going very slowly and carefully here. What happens now? There's Narcissus Dren. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna do anything? Do I have to move? Your destination. Well, it's right there. Okay, there he is. He's moving again. We're gonna follow him very, very carefully. Gotta wait for him, don't sprint past. Okay.
These preserved bodies, not cremated ashes.
Those two guys didn't even see me.
This- Aim for the vital parts.
Alright.
They have to have vital parts. This part of the structure dates back to before the time of the Dunmer as we know them.
I know there's a few more issues that can happen here before you get to the treasure room area. Well, I guess this is part of that, sort of, but okay.
Nothing specific. At least nothing.
Nothing specific.
There was an indication of older structures that were hidden away.
All right.
Must you poke holes in all of my theories? Well, there's only one way that I know to find.
Shall we proceed?
Shall we proceed?
Okay, now let's see what he's gonna do.
This part of the structure.
Okay, I guess I didn't ask about something.
To the untrained eye,
That was
it appears to be
important.
nothing more than an unfinished cave. A good question. Do we offer up the past to the
Okay.
curious, letting them trample on the sanctity of the dead, or do we keep our secrets? Certainly, I won't do more than hint at.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's gonna go hide in a corner while I have to fight this thing. Thanks a ton. Thanks a ton. Great. Okay, so took him out. And no particularly good loot. And now we just go through that door up there. Alright, he's still cowering over there. You gonna do something? Gonna do something? Alright, well. I'm gonna go up here and see if he follows me. Alright. Maybe he'll follow me. Okay, there he is. I'm gonna wait for him now to go through the door before I do. So this part I think is kind of important as well. Alright, so he's gone through the door. Now I can go through the door into the treasure vault too. So we'll go in. And is he in the hallway? No. So talk to Narcissus. He better flippin' be here. Better be here. If he's invisible, I'm gonna be upset. Okay, there he is. I'm gonna wait for him to do whatever the heck he's doing.
Narcissus Dren never fails like this. I blame you,
Alright.
apprentice.
Talk to Narcissus Dren. Alright.
My translation was really perfect. So how could this be?
That's
Where
good.
are the relics? The treasure? There's nothing. No, that's impossible. Ancient scrolls lead to discovering treasure, not disappointment.
Now, what should we do here?
But noble sentiments don't pay the bills or sell my books. You wouldn't understand. You have no sense of what
I'm sure you can make it sound good when you read it.
You're nothing more than an apprentice.
Yeah, we'll just go with the
Bend the truth for dramatic
this part.
Unconvinced. I can't wait to write this all down.
About time, Elf Beta. I don't know where Narcissus Dren's going. He's just wandering off.
Oh, Narcissus, always rushing here and there. Oh, how I love him. I am glad to see he did not leave you. Oh, yes. Before you arrived, he was telling us all about it. I am certain.
Allow me to pay you for your service.
And he was so feisty. Allow me to pay you.
That's good. Okay. There it is, folks. Completed Ancestral Adversity. So, there you have it. As you can see, You really just have to take your time and go through each step very, very carefully. Let him do all the dialogues. Make sure you stay behind him. If he's going to stop and stare at something, let him do that. Don't run down the hallway past him. Completely wait. I think especially after the puzzle room, after the door opens, you got to wait for him to go in there and sort of get to that point where he is waiting to talk to you. Don't sprint through and try to sprint through the next door, because I think that's how you can get the invisible barrier in front of that door. So let's just go back over a few other tips that I found here quickly. If you're on the floor puzzle, again, you need to wait carefully for each square to register that you stepped on. Sometimes if there are a lot of other people, you may want to wait for them to finish before starting yourself. And you really don't want to be leaving to do anything in-game else during this quest, especially once you get down near the treasure room. If you have to go through any doors, you can't count on being able to get back through them again if you exit the tomb, or even, especially if you backtrack. That can be one way that you can also get stuck trying to go back through doors with invisible barriers. And one last time, just wait for Narcissus to do everything pretty much, and go through all of the dialogue options and make sure you didn't accidentally miss any. And that last door before the treasure room, make sure he goes through that door first after you have the boss fight. Don't run and go through that door yourself, because that, I think, can lead to situations where he doesn't appear on the other side. So make sure you do all of those steps as planned, and if Narcissus Dren isn't appearing where he's supposed to, relogging and waiting for the environment to reset can help make him reappear. And once again, if all else fails, follow the stuff I talked about at the start in the customer service email which I received. That may help you be able to resolve your problem. And if it still can't be resolved, then reporting it as a bug, obviously, I guess, is an option, and waiting for it to be fixed. But through a combination of these methods, and really, I guess the last resort is really what I did, which was to abandon the quest and then restart it and follow all of these things very carefully, and that fixed the problem right there for me. So leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments, and what other types of Elder Scrolls Online videos I should create. Maybe subscribe if you're new to my channel for more ESO content. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.